Welcome to Kactus2. In this tutorial, we use the importer tool to modify components. The Kactus2 importer uses a Verilog or VHDL file to create a new IP-XACT component, or modify an existing one. In order for Kactus2 to recognize these files, the file types must be found in the file type settings. A file can be imported during the creation of a new IP-XACT component, or through the import wizard of a component editor. To import a Verilog or VHDL file as an IP-XACT component, a new component must first be created. The component wizard launches to guide in the creation of the new component. Here is the page for importing a file. At the top of the page we can find buttons for selecting the imported file, editing it, and reloading changes. First thing to do is to select the actual file. The selected file is displayed here, and it also contains a selector for all the opened import files. Below that, is the selector for the component. This determines which module from the currently active file is selected to be imported. The importer identifies the selected file as a Verilog file, and instantly recognizes the parameters and ports from it. These are then highlighted for ease of reference, blue for parameters and green for ports, and the ports are displayed in the port summary below the preview window. Importing a Verilog file creates a view for the component. This view comes with an attached Verilog component instantiation. The imported component is now ready to be deployed. But before we do that, we can re-examine the changes made. The summary shows a list of the basic information of the new component, along with the changes made to the parameters, ports, and views. The detailed list of changes displays new additions with a green plus icon. If the changes are not as they should be, we can go back and reconfigure the attributes. Once you are finished, hit the Finish button to finalize the component, and add it to the library. The component contains the parameters and ports imported from the Verilog file. The created view contains the Verilog component instantiation, with new imported module parameters. The component editor file importer can be launched from the toolbar. This importer follows the same wizard as the importer for new components, with the exception that existing data can be modified during the importing. This time, we import a VHDL file. Regardless of the file type selected to be imported, the highlights for parameters and ports are the same. Here we can see the changes that this new import will do to the component. All of the changed items are marked with a star, and their changed elements are displayed with the previous and new value. Existing ports that are not part of the new imported signals have their directions changed into phantom. This is done in order to separate them from the current ports. Observe that there is a change made to the component view. A new VHDL component instantiation has been assigned. Kactus2 importer searches for an existing view without any attached design documents. A new component instantiation created for this imported file is then assigned to the selected view. If no such view is found, a new view is created. The VHDL file has now been successfully imported on top of the existing component. Thank you for watching this video. For more information on Kactus2, please see the other tutorials, or visit our GitHub page.